Hi everybody, Army P here for eXplorminate, and welcome back to my ongoing Let's Play of Stellaris with the new expansion, MegaCorp. So if you remember from last time, we ended up getting 3 separate planets from the Tacky Tourist Supremacy. And one thing I didn't know, and I didn't have enough time to kind of dive into it, is that we ended up taking over this avian type race called the Viserion, and you guys were awesome in the comment section below to notify me that guess what, they used to be food for the hive mind. So you can see here that they are incredibly stable, and I'm guessing they're super happy. The fact that we didn't the fact that we don't have a bonus right there for their happiness of being able to stop them from being food is actually kind of funny to me. But that being said, now our economy is a little bit out to whack, and it also gives us up an opportunity to take a look at the sector system. So if you remember, sectors were basically a way for you to give up your control over to the AI once you reached your planetary cap. Now, of course, the planetary cap is completely gone. So sectors, confusingly, I will totally admit this is a strange way that they're doing this, is done automatically, and it has to do with how far they are from your capital, how many hyperlane jumps. So you can see here, I have this one, Forbiddian's Outpost, and it's a sector, and just a couple jumps away, we have the Chemismere 3, which is also a sector, which is bizarre. But yet, Beta Hydri, which is what we conquered from the Tacky Supremacy, is part of our core worlds, is it not? No, it's not. It's not a part of our core worlds. Where is it part of? Oh, Beta Hydri is... it's on its own, which is strange. Okay, I must have missed something there. That's what exactly I missed. Casimir 3, and oh, okay, because you know, the Forbidden Outpost, that's strange, because these sectors all just have one planet in them. It's a work in progress. I honestly think that I like the old system much better. I get the funny feeling, and this is just me, is that they're building the sector system in a way that's going to dive into their diplomacy later on. Like, I think this is kind of like the precursor to how diplomacy is going to work, and they are all going to be run independently of the core worlds, and they will all have some type of diplomatic demands that you have to adhere to or you know, see through. That's what I think that they're trying to do, but in the meantime it comes across a little bit bizarre, because I've got this one, Cadre 3, and Beta Hydri 3, but Beta Hydri, the actual planet, if I look under my core systems, it doesn't show up. I don't know if this is a bug or not. It should show up under one of these sectors. Well, gotta love paradox. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on here. Sorry, if I figured out what it is, it could be just a bug or whatever the case may be. But Beta Hydri 3 should have Beta Hydri Prime, and see, it goes to this one here, unless these are, they can't be uplifted. Just for giggles, let's find out what my the species say about the Visari. They have full citizenship. They have 1 planet. I mean, they should be totally full citizens. I should look at this and I should see one of these 2 sectors should have 3 planets on it. Oh, it does. No, that's mine. Sorry, that's the core. So Beta Hydra should have 2 planets on it. It doesn't, which is just strange. I don't know. I'm playing the beta patch right now. I should probably tell you guys that. And the beta patch just came out today, I believe. And the number one change in it that we have to worry about, because although there was a lot of changes, was that they made it so that alloys could be alloy jobs increased from 2 to 3 when you build an alloy production plant. Let's go one of our eXplormination here. There you go, an alloy building, alloy foundries. It increases from 2 jobs to 3, and then I'm guessing to 6. So there we go. Although it didn't really help us too much when it came to our production. I always felt that it was a little low. So that being said, Beta Hydra, I guess it's just, you know, it's just there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it is. It totally showed up. Maybe I just needed to unpause it. I guess I just needed to unpause it and let it kind of just come on its own. But anyway, so that's the new sector system. I'm not too terribly fond of it because I don't know why they just don't let us have the control that we would want to have on the sector system. By kind of automating it, it's a little strange because a lot of times you end up with a sector that has a single planet in it for eons, whereas if they just, you know, got into another sector which was right beside each other, it's one jump away from each other, because this one's in its own sector and one jump away is another sector in the Beta Hydra system. That just seems, you know, ridiculous. It just seems to be one sector altogether. Alright, so anyway, I am playing on the new beta, and I think what we should do is probably spend a little bit of time getting our sector system, or sorry, our economy up to speed here. So right now our population, we've got the tacky tourists that are dying, and we've got our population that is currently growing. So I should probably put a decision in there to increase, discourage planetary growth. No, I don't have enough food to do that. I was kind of hoping that we could encourage growth, encourage migration, but it is what it is. Maybe it comes a little bit later.
Survey complete.
So as it stands right now, we're going to have quite a few... Oh, look at this. We're going to have quite a few planets that are just going to have to deal with it as it starts to lose huge amounts of population. And we talked about this when the amount of... population goes down behind a certain point, certain planets are no longer usable. So let's go to this one, Casimir 3. There's enough population there. What was it? Was it Beta Hydra? Yeah, there you go. Beta Hydra, of course, it doesn't have enough population to do all the work, so we actually lost the ability to produce food on there because it underlocks under, what, 20? That'd be 20, I think. So we can't use that planet until it's done. So here we go, the Galactic Market. Throughout our newly established contacts, we have gained access to the Galactic Marketplace for the purchase and sale of resources. This will surely be a boon to 4X's economy, right? Or X economy. So that's great. Although we didn't see who got the planetary or the galactic economy. So should that actually take us to where we are right now? Because one of the things that has been one of Stellaris' biggest hindrances is the victory conditions. For a while it was just gain 60% of habitable worlds. Your Federation owns 80% of the habitable worlds, or whatever it was. But now we actually have a score. And that score is dedicated on several things that are broken down. Our economic strength, technological level, number of systems that we own, the colonies, number of pops, subject empires, the Federation if we're in one or not, and crisis ship killed. So it gives you a score, and at the end of 2500, whoever has the highest score wins. The strange thing is that it has the fallen empires in there, which seems weird because that seems like a complete baseline that you have to completely try to outmatch by 2500 by either destroying them or just becoming more economically powerful. But you can see here the technological level is insane, and so is the economic strength. I don't know if I agree with that, because it forces me to deal with them when I really shouldn't have. I should just do with the actual baseline empires. I don't know, maybe that'll be something that they can put a slider on later on. But I actually do like this more than just the base situations. It's much more like Civilization, who can get the highest score. I know that when I played Civ 5, one of the things I really loved to do was try to beat my previous score from the last time that I played. But generally speaking, when it comes to Stellaris, because of the RNG levels on it in general, I don't know if I'd necessarily going to be paying too much attention to it. Oh, looks like we got new contact. The Spuklak Covenant. They are Federation builders, pacifists, and fanatics unophiles, so they're going to love us. Where are they in the grand scheme of things? Wow! Wait, we didn't get the chance to meet Starmart, did we? From last episode? So Starmart is our Patreon members got an opportunity to guess who, or to vote on who would be our corporate nation that we ended up coming against. And Starmart was the choice that they had. And look at the size of the Starmart. And the Spuklak Covenant must be a vassal, are they? No, they're at war with somebody. It's weird that they have the exact same borders, though. Oh, no, they don't. They're just the exact same color. That can't be right. Oh. Why did I choose a beta patch to continue this game? I thought it was going to help us out a little bit. But anyway, that Starmart has got a huge swath of land. You can see here they've got several planets. They're probably way over their administrative cap. But they love to sell things. So they are equivalent across the board. And we can't do any commercial packs yet because of several different reasons. But Starmart are pacifists and xenophile, making them... They just want to sell things. They don't want to go to war. So, needless to say, we have done well. What's this up at? Oh, the Spuklak don't like us. Apparently not. That's fine. We got crystal mines, which is what we needed because a lot of our upgrades are going to be required for us to have different resources. And crystals is one we don't have. While we're at it, we should probably go right to the market and see what we have available. See, now that the galactic market's available, we're actually able to buy certain strategic resources. Although I don't 100% get why we don't have them all. I don't know if it's because a certain amount of people need to have them discovered. Because there's no rare crystals you can see on that. So that's one of those questions that if you're digging down in the comment section below and you don't get it, let me know. Okay, so eXplorminate needs some more districts for housing, so we're going to do that. What else we got here? We got some unemployment here, big time. I think what we're going to do is build some more energy districts, generator districts, to get ourselves topped up here because we're a little low on that. What else do we have here? We got lots of housing. We're good in this. We're good in this shape. But I think what we should do is I was going to build more generators, but it doesn't look like them. It looks like I already do have one. Yeah, lots of amenities. I think we're going to try to get our unity up a little bit. Try to top that up because obviously with us owning several planets and way above our administrative cap, we're probably down a little bit on both consumer goods and unity, or consumer goods because we need it for research. All right. And this is Forge Prime. We should build more districts for mining because we're going to end up having more there. Okay, so Beta Hydri. Looks like our food's okay for the time being. We're going to build something for consumer goods. So this is interesting. Civilian industries, they create artisan jobs, turn minerals into consumer goods. That's what we need because we're down a little bit, and that's fine. Upkeep's 4, so we're going to have to keep an eye on our energy levels. But base job production 12, and upkeep's 12 minerals. That's quite a bit. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Buildings are so powerful in this current build. I'm gonna have to do something about this planet. Anti-crime campaign. Yeah, because our crime's ridiculous right now. Okay, we'll put that onto this. Alright. We're going to take our armies, and we're probably going to put them back to eXplorminate, home base. They don't need to be out there. Yeah, one of the things that they've changed was the alloy production, and I couldn't agree more, because the alloy production was unbelievably low. Like, if you think about it, we're just going to go to, we're going to gain influence, 500. Ooh, that's pretty steep. Yeah, we'll do it anyway, because we need the unity. But if you go to your fleet man or your game designer, and you look at how much this costs, right? So 143 would be your base cost of your Aero class Corvette, which I built, which is just your basic deal, right? There's nothing really fancy on there. We haven't really gotten past level 2 tech yet. We're entirely level 2. So it would take us 3 months just to build one. That's quite a bit if you think about it. Subspace navigation. I love this, by the way. It's one of those unsung heroes from Distant Star, the DLC. It gives us a subspace navigation, which allows us to kind of jump in and out of normal space, and it also offers the opportunity for your for my construction, not my construction ships, my science ships to be able to push past and get out of a situation very much like this, right? Oh, apparently it's not it. Like, as I can't get through the tacky tourist supremacy unless, well, I can now because we have open borders, but typically I couldn't. Oh, it requires a scientist. We lost one, apparently. Wonder what the recruitment cost is. 400. Wow. You definitely have to pay attention to that. Your recruitment cost for your leaders goes up because of the past your administrative cap. I like that because I used to buy leaders, and I used to buy and dismiss leaders depending on their attributes constantly, especially late game when you're just teaming with resources. So it's a good way to balance it. Oh, there's moat stabilization, so I'll be taking that for sure. So yeah, if my economy seems a little bit out of whack, it's because, of course, I am doing the beta patch, so a lot of changes did occur. I would definitely suggest that you guys go to the Paradox forums to get a complete list of what they're working on right now. Oh, great. Crime continues to be a problem on Casimir 3. An extensive criminal underworld has now taken root on the planet. Some areas have dissident into lawlessness and have been taken over completely by organizations. Crimes 15 and criminal jobs up. I gotta deal with that. The funny thing is like, why would there be crime on this world if the population's going down? Is it just because of... Crime's one of those unusual things that it's not 100%... I haven't gotten a full grasp out of it, because let's face it, like, all the hive minds are dying. There shouldn't be a crime on a hive mind. So unless, I don't know, our you know, population's doing that. I don't know. It's weird. Definitely a lot to absorb in this game. Let's take out some of the tile blockers. I can't call them tile blockers anymore. Just blockers in general, I guess. Got lots of jobs there.
Survey complete.
Definitely need to do something about my... I wonder if I could sell anything. Got lots of minerals, so I'll sell some of my minerals to get top up a little bit. Why not?
Technology discovered.
Got some joblessness here. How's my food? Food's kind of low. So is energy. So I guess we'll just build one of the energy districts. Yeah. So just it's one of the things I frequent the forums quite a bit on it, both eXplorminate and the Steam forums for Stellaris, and the main forums at Paradox. And one of the things that I kind of was curious about, there seems like a lot of people who are kind of upset by the pacing at the beginning of the game. And if you compare it to 1.9, without a doubt, it's definitely a little bit on the slower side. But what's interesting to me is that there are so many, interesting decisions that you have to make during it. So it's not like you're just sitting there doing nothing. You're constantly trying to balance and rebalance your economy and dealing with, outside influences. So for me personally, although it might be a lot slower than it used to be, I remember when I used to play 1.9 a lot and was getting very, very good at it. By this exact point in the game, 2280 to 2300, I could easily own a third or more, maybe even half of the galaxy, and just be sitting there waiting for the endgame crisis to occur. But now, the way that it works with the economy, you kind of have to, look at all these different decisions and make them, make them so that your economy is always balanced, and decisions that you make have ramifications. Like, look at me right now. I've acquired 3 different planets, and now I've got all these different issues on hand that I've got to deal with. I have to do something about this crime. Yeah, there we go. This governor says, no problem, I can deal with crime. If you just notice there, I put... was it Casimir 3 that we had an issue? Yeah, Casimir 3 had the issue. Wish I had... maybe I should get more food. So if I get there... oh, it's all done through energy, which I'm a little low on. So let's sell 5,000 minerals, buy 1,000 food, and go to Casimir 3 and make a decision to encourage growth, because I want to have my planet or Explorminators, humans, top this planet up and get rid of some of that crime. Wow, does look like the ice machine is in rough shape. I get the funny feeling playing this game that it is going to be one of those, balancing the economy, or at least fleshing out the economy, is going to be one of those things that's going to come, and it's going to be one of those constant things that we got to keep our eyes on. Base production 30. Yeah, but we need our emotes, or violent emotes. So I've got 1 I can build. I'm building 1 right now. Just looking at maybe upgrading my building, which requires a strategic resource. I don't want to go too crazy because I've got lots of jobs on all these planets.
Technology discovered.
Oh, there we go. I can exploit the violet emotes in space, which I have right now. Some unity gained, perfect. Also, wow. I'll tell you, playing tall in this build is huge. If you can stay underneath your planetary cap, your empire size, administrative cap, huge. I get the funny feeling that there's going to be some serious power players out there right now that are going to be able to play tall, get to a certain point, build a couple megastructures, and just, completely go crazy once they get to a certain size. Or we get some of those bonuses. All right. So yeah, kind of an episode where we just kind of, shopped up a little bit. I kind of told you a little bit about some of the changes in the beta, told you guys a little bit about the sector system, which to me still seems a little bit on the bizarre side. Unfortunately, when you conquer planets, unless you're you know, you're sitting on some type of authoritarian and you have slavers, you really have to keep an eye out for them, because there's all these different things that have to come through. You can see right now that my consumer goods is completely out of whack. I've got to do that, but I've got so much crime and instability on some of these planets that I have to keep an eye on them and make small decisions along the way. So what I'm probably going to do, guys, is I'm going to play forward a little bit and just
Construction complete.
get these planets a little bit more under stability, see if I can't get my economy going a little bit stronger, and who knows, maybe it's time that we take care of that tacky supremacist. In the meantime, of course, because I am on the beta build, who knows what might happen in the next couple days. One of the things that I hope that they can do is, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that my ticker, so that's how many days go by on the fastest setting, is much better than it was in any build that I've ever played on, especially at this point in the game. But you can see here that, like, as you watch my screen, the choppiness is terrible. I don't know exactly what that's all about. I know that the devs are aware of it. Maybe it'll get better in time, but who knows. Anyway, this has been Army P for eXplorminate, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.